and you've got Sunday to look forward to now. Are you excited?
Yeah, you've got to be. Like I said, I'm in a fortunate position that I've been there 4 times previously. So, I kind of know what it's about. I know the layout and things like that. We know the hotel that we're staying at and all of that. But it's still exciting, and you can't. It's so hard to, put into words that feeling when you do lead the team out. At the National Stadium. So, yeah, excited and hopeful that we can get to lift the trophy and make it a very good day for everyone connected with the football club.
Does it help for you having that experience and maybe talking to some people who haven't been to Wembley before, if there's a few nerves kicking around?
I think it can help, but ultimately, without kind of saying it's your fault or you've got to get on with it. The players, when they step on that white line, like any other time, big part of it is down to them.
Yeah.
During the game you might make tactical changes, you might make your substitutions. But I was just saying before, I have, in my time of all the occasions I've been there and managed, there has been a few players that have clearly been affected by playing there. So. Sure. I'm hoping that's not the case, because on the flip side to that, I've seen players really, stand up to the occasion and perform to the best, and naturally that's what we want to happen with our players.
This season, written off by the bookies as relegation or in the relegation mix, were you always confident that you could do something, or potentially something very special?
Honestly, no. I was hopeful, and no matter what his league position suggested, I was confident that we would have a better group of players that would bring more, that the fans would be happy with, and be more competitive. But the issue I think you have with that is, every team sets out to improve at the start of the season. You only have to look at the teams that came down and where they are in the league, some of the ones that came up as well, and I think the spending in general went up. So while we're trying to improve, so is everyone else. So it was a cautious optimism, I suppose, that we could do better. But in truth, nothing even close to where we find ourselves. And this reaching a final as well is an added bonus. So it's been an incredible year so far. Kind of don't want it to end and end sourly, but no matter what happens, realistically it's been one that we could have only dreamed of. I've said it before, I think now we just want that fairy tale ending.
Underdogs for a lot of the season, favourites for Sunday. Is that a change in mentality the players have to deal with?
No, I don't think so. I think the fact it is a final, it's at Wembley, I don't think that there's the need to I'm not going to need to get the players sort of fired up or anything like that. I think if it was, I don't know, perhaps a first round FA Cup tie or something like that might be a little bit more difficult, but I don't think personally we'll be going into the game with any thoughts of thinking we're the favourites, we're a league higher. That's the fact, but ultimately we're up against a team that has got players that have been touted for higher divisions. Some have played higher and dropped down to try and help Lincoln get promoted. So I don't think there's too much in the teams. I really don't.
And there've been some good teams as well this season and last season.
Yeah, well, I mean, the FA Cup run they had was fantastic. I know some of the squad has changed, but I think in general Danny would say he's now got a better team and doing extremely well again this year. So the one thing certainly, there will be no shape or form that will underestimate Lincoln. What I would say is I feel that if we play the way that we have done for large parts of the season and can play to those levels, I think we do give ourselves an excellent chance of lifting the trophy. But we've all seen things happen in cup finals, never mind cup competitions, that the so-called underdogs, win out. And I think that happened last season with Coventry winning over the season that they had, and then they won the final. So, I'm certainly hopeful that we can do the job, but it's by no means a certainty, that's for sure.
11,000 fans on the way to Wembley. It is an expensive day. Tickets are available on the day as well. What would you say to the people who are undecided yet?
I've been trying to bang the drum, and I just don't want people to miss out. As you said, I understand financially it might not be possible for some people, and I hope that they can, second best, but get to watch the game on TV. But for ones, if there's anything other than financial issues stopping them, I want them to come down, because I've heard the sort of stories of the disappointment from previous visits. That's, in my opinion, that's got to change, and we're going to try and do everything we can. So I'm hoping that we can get some more fans there, as you said, with the extension of being able to buy tickets and the fact you can buy on the day. I hope we can increase that figure. And all I can promise is that we'll be doing everything we can to make it a special day for everyone connected to the football club.
Paul, best of luck.
Thank you.